Well, it's warmer here than San Francisco, so I like it. So, Jacqueline, let me ask you real quick. How did you hear about us? What brought you to us?
Um, I'm in the Merino expired listing.
Oh, you're in a group called Barino?
Um, Merino's program that he has.
Yeah. So so so
I
was
was
he
in
talking about us?
pardon me?
Was he talking about us? I'm curious how you found us.
Oh, actually, he did a recorded webinar with one of the gentlemen that uses the listing.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And then asked, at the end of the webinar, he gives a link to the guy's, I guess his link for the listing.
Yeah.
But yeah, he talks about it. It's a really good webinar.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you can send me that link. I'll send you an email when we're done here of some follow-up stuff. But if you can send me the link, I just like to hear how people are talking about us. But are you
Oh,
logged?
sure.
Are you logged into your account, Jacqueline?
You know what? I'm trying to log in now. Let me see. It didn't go through with me.
So log in at the top right,
But
and your username is C Jacqueline,
example,
and your
oh, wait
password.
a minute. I have the wrong thing here.
Okay.
Okay. I have the wrong thing written down. I don't know how I did that. Okay, is my password 2857 at VERTIE?
No, it's 2857 at BD.
Oh, okay. I wrote the wrong thing down.
Hmm.
At BEC, and then it's C Jocelyn.
Hmm. And you're at
Okay.
Realty One, right?
Pardon me?
You're with Realty One.
Yes, Realty One Group, BMC, and Paramount.
Okay, because
BMC and Associates,
I
yeah.
I keep hearing about Realty One, and I'm just going to let you know that we have office plans because I think more and more of your agents are finding us. So office plans
Yeah,
are
okay.
much cheaper because you're paying minimum 30 a month. An office plan many times like
Uh,
$5 a month for an agent. So uh, we don't have to worry
oh,
about it now.
really?
But I see more and more people coming at us from Realty One. So let me know when you're in your account.
Oh, yeah. I'm in.
Okay.
So you should talk to Nathan, our broker. He's pretty into technology. So
Okay.
you should talk to him because I think this is something that would be great for the office also.
Okay. Well, I'll send you an email, and maybe you can send me contact info, and I'll kind of go from there. But I'd like you to
Okay.
I'd like you to first let's talk about the homepage. Okay. When you log in, there's a pop
Okay.
up, and that pop up is like the latest news. Just take a second to glance at that from time to time. Right now, there's a couple of tutorials. The one by Shannon Pyatt
Mm-hmm.
is very, very popular because it's talking about Facebook lead generation. So,
Yeah, I've watched that one twice.
okay, yeah, it's worth watching. But close that, and then we'll just look at the buttons here on the home page. And
Okay.
getting started is kind of you should look at it, but we're actually going to get into the getting started because it's a high level on setting up your profile and stuff like that. So we're going to kind of cover that. Facebook advertising
Okay.
has a video on it that will show you how to work our landing pages and also how to place an ad. There's some similarities to what you've seen on the Shannon Pyatt call. All right. The
Okay.
the open house lead generation button gives you instructions on how to use our toolkit for marketing open houses. It seems like you have your own listings. So I don't know if you hold open houses or if you want people to hold them open for you, but our tools actually
I
generate.
do.
Yeah, so we actually generate a lot of leads. So if you're gonna have an open house,
Okay.
check that out. We've got a lot of great ways of marketing, and everything that we do is more focused on generating leads. And then the next one is a listing presentation. You can download our listing presentation, you can customize it, and it's pretty compelling because when you look at everything that we do, it's hard for a real estate agent to compete because we kind of have everything under one hood, right? So
Right.
and then in the middle section there on the homepage, we've got online tutorials. You can see a lot of things there. But then there's that one box that says click to join the Listings to Leads Mastermind group. Have you joined that yet?
I went to the group.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see here now, join. Okay, I'll join.
Click join, and then we'll accept you, and then you'll have there's a lot of great information in there. I mean, our clients are sharing a lot of great tips, so you definitely got to do that. Okay, so let's go back to Listings to Leads, and I'd like you to click on the left on the top navigation bar. I'd like you to click on Profile.
Okay. I want to ask one quick question. Are you still having the webinar? Are you still doing a webinar?
We do webinars every week.
Okay, because I clicked on that to sign up for the webinar this week, and it said the webinar has already been, I guess I finished already.
Yeah, so today there is no webinar, there's just a video to watch. But I did 2 webinars, one yesterday and one on Monday. They are both recorded and on our mastermind page.
Mastermind, okay.
Okay, so they're there. You can see them. I posted it yesterday and on Monday. So you might have missed the time, and so that's it. So
Okay.
let's go to Profile, and let's talk about what you need to be thinking about here. I can see you got your picture there. I want you to look at the section below your picture that says Contact Details. And there's your email, and to the right it says Send Leads to and Send Tools to. So there's spaces for alternate emails. So if you've got an alternate email for a drip campaign, or if you've got somebody that you want to follow up with leads, or you got somebody that you want to do your marketing, you want to send the tools to, you can set up different emails in there, okay? Down below that, there's a lot of information you don't need to worry about. Clearly, you need to have your phone number right, but underneath your phone number, it says Display Zillow Reviews. Do you have reviews of yourself on Zillow?
No, not yet.
Okay, when you do, check that box and we'll auto-populate them into the tools. Save it at the bottom.
Okay.
So let's scroll down to the next section that says Listing Details. And you've already found this, or maybe our support team did, and they chose a black luxury color theme. So that's going to be the color that flows through the whole platform. Okay?
Okay.
And
I can change that if I wanted to?
yeah, of course, you can change that. You just change it and you save it at the bottom. But
Okay.
I'd like to I'd like you to go down below those themes, and I want to point out underneath the custom theme is a section called Marketing Automation Setup.
Okay.
Now, there's one box checked. I actually deselected the second one, because I want you to understand how this thing works. There are a bunch of tools that are automatically going to get sent to you, and I'm going to show you what those look like. But I want you to, in the future, know that those tools, they should be sent to your clients, to your listing clients. And you should follow up with a phone call. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. But right here, there's a button to check that says Send these tools automatically to the seller. And it was checked before we got on the call today. I deselected it because we're going to be testing things out. So when we test it, I want you to get the tool like automatically. And so that's why I turned it off. You're not a showcase real estate agent on Realtor.com, are you?
No.
Okay. Then we
No,
could.
not yet.
If you do, there's a box there to check, and we will auto-upload our branded virtual tour to your listing on Realtor.com. Underneath it is a YouTube connection. And if you have your own YouTube channel, you can click that button that says click to authorize, and that'll connect your YouTube station to our platform, and every time you get a new listing, we'll push it up to your channel. Okay?
Okay.
Down below here, we've got things like Wise Agent, Top Producer. If you use them, great. If you don't worry about it. There's social media links, so if you've got Facebook and you've got Twitter and all those things, just paste in your links right there and save it at the bottom.
Okay.
Okay? Now down at the very bottom of the page,
Now, are those
go ahead.
the links for these? Are there is it like my username, or do I just go to my page and copy the URL link and put it there?
You copy the URL link. There's
Okay.
there's an example right there at the top of the section, like, facebook.com/your username, whatever it is. When you go to Facebook and you go to your business page or whatever, there's a URL. Copy that and paste it in here.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Down at the bottom, there's a place to update your credit card information. If you got to change your card, if you need to upgrade your package, you can click that, and then of course you can save and cancel your account at the bottom of this profile page. So do those things kind of after, when we're done. And I'd like you to go to the top of the page, and next to profile, I'd like you to click on template.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's in there.
Yeah. So our support team sets these things up, but what's really, and that's nice because the branding should look right, and that's great. But above your logo are 3 buttons. I want you to click the one in the middle that says links and landing pages. Okay. And right there, go down to section 1, and you're going to see section 1 is create direct links to your website. And these links start flowing through our tools. So I got to ask you, your website is JacquelineCarter.com. Who does this website? Who makes it? I've never seen this.
They're called Oracy.
Mm-hmm.
It's yeah, they're Oracy. They're kind of new.
Okay.
Over just, I think, about a month or so ago.
Oh, so you're...
They're local. Matter of fact, they're located in our office, actually.
No kidding. Okay. And let me ask you this, actually I'll just do it right now. I'll just run it. I'll run a search. I'm on your website, and I'm doing a search for Walnut Creek, and I'm going to click search. Do you know if this website has any kind of forced registration? If I look at some properties, you're going to make me register?
I think I have an option to set it up that way if I want to force you to put your information in, or if you just want to look for a while and then maybe after the second or third time you put your information in. I think there's options on that.
Okay, so yeah, that's a good thing. We like to see that, 3 or 5 properties, let people look, and then ask them to register. So if you've got that, then we want to make sure that we're building links on this page. So I'm floating around. So I'm going to kind of do something here. I'm going to copy your URL, and I want to know, where do you have listings right now, and where do you have listings coming? I saw you have a couple of coming soon listings.
I'm sorry, a couple of what?
I thought I saw on your website you have a couple of listings that are coming soon.
Yeah, we do have coming soon. And this website, I have one coming soon also.
Yeah, so I just want to know the names of the towns. I want to know the name of the towns where you have listings right now.
Okay, I don't have any right now. I have one coming up in Oakland.
In Oakland, okay. Oakland homes for sale. So I'm going to make a link for Oakland homes for sale. And what part of Oakland is it in? What part of Oakland?
This is it's in Crestmont. It's off of Redwood Road above Merritt College.
Okay, yeah.
It's called Crestmont.
Crestmont, so that's CRESTMONT?
Correct.
Okay. And I'm going to put Rockridge. I know, I used to live in Rockridge a long time ago. So what I'm doing, I'm going to actually I'm creating a couple links here. And I'm going to ask you to refresh this page in just a minute because I'm saving these links right now. So do me a favor and refresh this page. Okay, so you see these links that I've created? Okay, so I want to kind of talk to you about how this page... What's up? You're good?
Work if I put Oakland Hills homes for sale?
Oakland...
Or should it just be with the search be more for Oakland homes for sale?
Well, Oakland Homes is good, but you could also say Oakland Hills. I mean, the thing is, you could have both, right? So
Okay.
let's do that. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to create one for Oakland Hills Homes for sale. Now, and I'm going to say, so let's refresh this one more time. Wait a second, because I'm saving it. Refresh it one more time.
Okay, it's there.
And you see the link there, right? So I want to talk a little bit about how this page works. The top link is called Search All Homes. You see that?
Yes.
And it's pointing to your core front page of your website. And to the right, there's a box that's checked that says Include for All. That means that Search All Homes is going to be on every one of your listings. Okay? And that makes sense. That's like the big wide net. Oakland Homes for Sale is also driving to your homepage, but then there's this city there. It says Oakland. What that means is the next time a listing comes in this account from the city, in the city of Oakland, it's going to get that link that says Oakland Homes for Sale, and it's going to drive them to your webpage, your homepage. Does that make sense?
Now, I can create a homepage. The guys are telling me, I think under the blog section, or I can name it what I want, but I can create specific home search sections for each city or whatever
Totally.
that I have.
And that's
Like
great.
Oakland,
And that's
Oakland,
right.
or Prescott, and things like that.
Exactly. So when you do that, when you get those unique URLs for Crestmont or Rockridge, paste them in the URL section where it is here and save it. And that's all you got to do. Okay? But
Okay.
I've made some selections here. We may change them, but I want you to see how this works. So Oakland Homes for Sale is going to automatically be associated when a home comes in Oakland. Crestmont also is pointing to the homepage. That's also going to show up when a home is in Oakland. You can see because the drop down's there. Rockridge is not going to, it's not selected in a town, so it's just going to be available for you to choose, but it's not going to automatically be associated. You understand that?
It's not enough. That means, no, I don't put it.
Okay, so you see how there's Oakland, Crestmont, and Oakland Hills, and to the right they all say Oakland? That's what that means, that when it says Oakland there, what that means is when the next listing comes in, if it's in Oakland, it's going to automatically get those 3 links on the side. I'll show you what that means in a second. You probably don't know what that means, but I'll show you what it means. And I want to scroll down now to section 3, and there's a box checked there for what is your home worth. That's the only one I want to see on here checked. Now if you're big into foreclosures or short sales, okay, you can check those other ones, but fewer links is better. Okay?
Okay.
But if you got something going on, you can by all means check that, and that becomes a default on there, and any changes you make, you save at the bottom of this page. Okay? All right. So now that's an important piece, especially if you got a good website that can convert traffic to a lead. We want to be working in section 1 of this page to make those kinds of links, okay? So now let's go to the listings page, and that's kind of all setup stuff, right? We're setting up links, and we're setting up, whatever we're doing there. So if you go to the listings page, scroll down, and you're going to see a test listing.
Okay.
Okay.
Click on listing. Okay, Pennsylvania Avenue, Washington.
Yep, yep. So I want you to click on the first button. It's a blue button with a wrench and a screwdriver.
Okay.
Click on it.
Yep.
And there's an important distinction in listings to leads that not many companies have. No company actually has it. In the middle of that page is it says select status. Click that button. And you'll see that we have a lot of statuses. You've actually got a home that's coming soon. You could market your home as coming soon. And let's change that.
Okay, wait just a minute. It said select status. Is that on in this left-hand column or?
In the center. It's in the top of the center. It says edit listing right there. And it says select status is the first field. And it says just listed.
Okay, let's see. I see just listed.
Click just
Oh, okay,
listed.
I got it. I got it.
So change that to coming soon.
Okay.
And then that's going to kind of give a little flag there, right? So what I want to say, though, is down below, you can put your open house. So if you're going to hold an open house, you put your date and time there, and you save it at the bottom. On the left column is a button that says Edit Images. That's where you change images. So if you get some new photographs, you want to put them in, you go over there and you handle it over there, okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to save this. And the rest of the stuff I wouldn't worry about. There's all kinds of stuff, but I don't want you to get lost in it. So I'm saving that as coming soon. And I'm going to do a quick edit here so that, because this test listing is in Washington, D.C., I'm actually going to change it to Oakland, California. Okay, just since we're talking. You're going to delete.
I wanted to ask, I noticed when I had looked at something, I can't remember what it was. It was a picture of Washington, D.C. So when you change it to Oakland, do you have pictures automatically of Oakland areas, or is that something that I downloaded?
You're a little confused. This is just a test listing. And the picture of Washington, D.C. is just to show you the tools when you log in. Click the listing button so that you're looking at all the buttons again. When your listing comes in Oakland, or if you got a listing coming in San Ramon, it's going to be all the photos with your listing. This is just a test listing for you to look at.
Okay, I understand.
Okay? So get back to the page where all the buttons are.
Okay.
And you'll see the status on the left. It's 2 red letters. It says CS. That's for coming soon. You see that, right? So now, here's the first thing you need to do with your listing is you need to click, because if a listing comes in from the feed, or however we get it, it's going to have the photos. It's going to have the price and the bedrooms and all that stuff. But the most important thing, before you start marketing it, is select the lead generation links button. So click that green button with a chain link. And now we see those links that we just created on the template page, right? So I'd like you to click Oakland Hills and Crestmont and leave the other 2 links checked, the one that says search all properties and what is your home worth. So that should give you 4.
Now this window that opens up. Oh, here it is. Okay, my window wasn't large enough. Okay, so I'm gonna collect now. Do I leave all homes selected or
Yeah.
like that?
Always leave search all homes selected. Always leave what is your home worth selected. I want you to choose Crestmont homes for sale and Oakland Hills homes for sale. Because that's like the neighborhood for your home that's coming up, right?
Okay, got it.
And then click save at the top, green button.
Okay.
And this takes you to a reorder page. Since this home is in Oakland Hills, make sure that Oakland Hills is at the top. You can click and drag it. And then also Crestmont, you can click and drag it. And always make sure that what is your home worth is at the bottom of your list, and then save it.
Okay.
Let me know when that's saved.
It's saved.
Okay. So you should be back on your listings page, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Click on the next button, which is the single property website.
Okay.
And now we see that this home has these pictures, or I'm sorry, these links directly to your website on the left-hand side. Do you see that? Okay.
Okay.
Right. And so you can see why we want people on your website to look at, 3 or 4 private properties and then get asked to register. Because if somebody sees that home that you have for sale up in Oakland, the majority of people are not going to want to buy that home, right? That's just how it is. But if they click on that ad from anywhere, they're interested in real estate. So you got to build the kind of links that are going to be relevant for them to click. Some of our clients get 50% of the people that look at an ad will click a link and go to your website. Okay?
Okay.
Some of our clients it's 30%. So if you take an extra minute to build those right links, that's what you're trying to do. Above your picture, it says follow this home and schedule a showing. If somebody fills those out, they get an auto response thank you, and you get a lead in your email.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Now, underneath your photograph are some share buttons. We recommend that you share this single property website to Facebook and Facebook and Pinterest minimum, because people get leads from those sites. They get clicks. Twitter, Google, and LinkedIn, you can share it there if you want to. Probably not going to get a lot of leads, but your clients might be happy. So you can do it if you want, okay?
Okay.
Now you can go through later and look at all the fun stuff in this page, but let's close the single property website for now. Okay? Now,
Okay.
what I want you to do now is I want you to click on the virtual tour button.
Okay.
And there's a branded virtual tour. Click the green button on the top. And because you're with Realty One, you'll probably have an auto virtual tour. Copy any of the versions, and you take the link, and we want you to put it on your listings on Zillow and Trulia. Okay? Now, I don't know this about Realty One, because I don't know Realty One too well, but do you have your own kind of syndication software?
Syndication software. Explain that one to me.
Syndication software means that if you put a listing in the MLS, is the MLS going to push it out to the internet, or does Realty One have their own software to push it out to the internet?
I'm not sure. I know they have some sort of contract or whatever with homes.com that pushes our listings out to a lot of different places.
Okay, well, you may want to check that out. And here's the thing, our branded virtual tour, if they'll push out our branded virtual tour, then put our branded virtual tour in there. If they won't, take our branded virtual tour and put it directly on your listings on Zillow and Trulia. Because a lot of people will see your listings on Zillow and Trulia, and when they click the link to see the virtual tour, that virtual tour is going to look nice. It's going to be all that branding, but it's going to have all those links driving back to your website. And that's what we're trying to do, is get people to your website or become a lead somewhere on our platform. Okay?
Okay.
So that's a little homework for you. Check that out. And let's click the listings button or click the back button, and we'll go back. So what you want to think of is the 2 red buttons you need to get out on the internet. Virtual tours, you might have some syndication software. If not, put it directly in Zillow and Trulia. The single property website, share it to social networks. If we're back on the listings page and looking at the YouTube, if you've connected your YouTube account, we'll push it up to YouTube for you, right? Automatically.
Okay.
Now, the next 2 buttons are the blue buttons, and they have to do with marketing the home, but also generating leads and referrals, okay? So I want you to click on the blue button with a white envelope on it. And when you do that, it'll take a second. It'll show you these flyers. Okay? So I want you to click on the top left, it says coming soon flyer. Click on view there.
Okay.
And I want you to pay attention to what's at the top, because the whole thing behind our e-flyer and Facebook stuff is we want for you to get referrals from your clients, friends, and family. So you can see there's a message and it says we've hired Jacqueline at Realty One to sell our home. And this has been created to sell, our home faster. We'd appreciate it if you could forward it to as many friends as you can. So it's a pre-written message to your listing client, from your listing client to their friends and family. And if you scroll down, you're going to see that it's coming soon. There's a nice picture of the front of the house. And there's all these links. There's you, and there's all these links to your website. Okay?
Right.
So this flyer is
So
meant...
I can go in.
Go ahead.
So that the number one email that I have there, that's the one that's going to show up on all the material.
The number one email? What do you mean?
Jacqueline Holmes, okay, there's, in the profile, there were three
Yeah.
links for three different emails.
The number one link.
The one I have is Jacqueline.
Yeah.
Okay, because I use info@jacquelinecarter.realtor.
So you can change that.
To this one.
You can change
So
it.
I can put that. Okay,
Right,
great.
So this flyer, let's kind of click to the left of the flyer and it'll close the flyer. And you'll notice that there are multiple flyers, right? There's coming soon. There'll be a just listed. There's a single property website. There's an open house. In the second row, there's pending. That can also be active, contingent, or under contract. There's a just sold flyer, price reduced. We want all those flyers. They're going to automatically go to you. We want you to forward them to your clients. We want you to call your client and say, I just sent you that. Could you forward that on? Because they're going to communicate with their friends and family and colleagues via email and Facebook. And we're going to give you the tools to do that. And every one of those tools have multiple links to your website. And every one of those messages is talking about you, the real estate agent. And that's how we're going to build your brand identity to get those referrals. Do you understand that? Jacqueline?
Yeah, can you hear me? I had to change it to speaker over here. Battery died.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah. So you understand that we want you to send these to your clients and follow up with a phone call, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think you can see why. So now let's close that so that we're back on the listings button, or where all the listings buttons are. And I want you to click on the Facebook button, the social media button.
Okay.
Now these tools are actually going to be emailed to you automatically, but you're going to see that every time that there's a flyer, there's also a Facebook ad. So you get them at the same time. And go ahead and click on View for coming soon. Underneath it, click on View.
Okay.
And at the bottom of that message is what really the strategy is copy what is between the red lines, and not you, Jacqueline, but your client, put that message on their wall, on their Facebook page, because it's talking about the home and it's talking about you. So if your clients are on Facebook, they've got 100, 200, 300, 500 friends that have never heard of you and don't know you're in real estate. But if you're using our tools, there's a handful of times that they're going to see your name as a realtor on Facebook and in an email. Do you get that?
Right. Correct.
Right. So this is all automatically generated. Just take advantage of it. Go ahead and close that. We're going to be looking at all the icons again. And I want to kind of move to the right. There's a listing landing page. That's if you're going to use our advanced Facebook strategy, that's a really good tool. People like to use that in marketing on Facebook. There's a QR code which you can print. It's embedded in some of the tools, but that means that there's a mobile website, so your listings are mobile optimized already. Okay? We create a blog for you. To the right, there are 4 blog icons. If you're not a blogger, don't worry about it. If you are, there are tools for various blog platforms. But we also create a WordPress blog, and we post every one of your listings to that blog, okay, with the hyperlinks that drive to your website. And then to the far right is a Craigslist button there. So click the Craigslist button for me. We want you to post a Craigslist, but I want you to see there's a little window that popped up. On the bottom it says click here to see how it works, and you should watch that. What it's going to tell you is on the top is a blue link that says see the post, or it says L2L posting app. Hover over that with your mouse and notice that your pointer turns into a cross. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So click on that cross and you can drag that app into the bookmark bar of your browser. Drop it there and that will have all of your listings in it, and then you can post from there. And to see how that works, you can click here to see how it works. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you can do that later. I'm just showing you where it is. Let's close that and let's go to the top now of the page. So that's how you market listings. A lot of those tools are automatically created and going to show up in your mailbox. You now kind of have an understanding of what to do with them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a lot of cool tools in here. My support team is probably going to go look when you get a listing, email support and say, hey, I just put the listing in yesterday. Please see if you can map it. We'll go look and see if we can map it in and connect you to your MLS. Okay? But on the top left of this page is a really cool page I want to point out. It's under the button that says More Listing Tools. Do you see that? There are 6 blue buttons on the top left. One of them says More Listing Tools. Do you see that? At the top of the listings page, yes. On the left, yeah. There's 6 blue buttons. The 5th one says More Listing Tools. Click that.
Okay.
And there's a QR code, and underneath it are 3 links. Click the second one that says searchallproperties.com/cjacqueline.
Okay.
This is a page that is designed for you to market. A lot of our clients like to market this on Facebook. There's a home valuation lead capture on the right. There are direct links to your website on the left. This will also have all of your listings. Now, right now it's the one in DC, so that's kind of where it's driving. But when you have your own listings, you'll take out, when your own listing comes in, this one will be deleted out. The URL at the top. What's that?
Can I put office listings there also, or these are just my personal listings?
No, you can put your office listings in there too.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and close this. And then that's going to show us the QR code. Click to the left of that. That should close that page. And let's go to the top of the listings page.
Okay.
And where we clicked on More Listing Tools, 2 buttons above, it says Grab Active Listings. Do you see that? It's the 3rd blue button. Go ahead and click that. And if your listings for your office are on Trulia, you can drop in the zip code and the MLS listing ID, and we'll pull everything in, including the photographs, into your account for you.
Oh, wow. Okay, so just Trulia.
Just Trulia. Okay. All right. So that's that.
Great.
So that's what you do with listings. Okay. Now I want to talk to you a little bit about landing pages and Facebook. So on the top navigation bar are landing pages. Okay, and there's 2 sets of buttons, the one on the right half and the one on the left half. We're going to change these all to be like the ones on the right, but if you hover over the blue buttons on the right hand side, you're going to see little snapshots of what these landing pages look like.
Oh, okay.
Okay, some of them are for property valuation to get listing leads. On the left, you got ones for FSBOs and expireds and free listed homes and things like that. A lot of our clients like to take these and put them on Facebook. A lot of them like to put these links on postcards. And you can do whatever you want with them. right? You can put them on Google, you can put them on social networks, whatever you want. But right now, if we click any of those buttons, you don't have anything in there. So let's do what we want. Let's approach this in the way that we're going to want you to do this. In section right there on that page, to the right of step 2, there's a box, and it says put your farm area sales area here. So why don't you put, is it Crestmont? Or put Oakland Hills. Put Oakland Hills and spell it right, and type in Oakland Hills and capitalize it right and click save.
Okay, so I put Oakland Hills. Yeah.
And you spelled it right because it's going to look right like this. And then click save. And when you click save, it's going to give you this message that we've created a series. Let me know when you see that.
Okay, I see it.
Okay, that means that you now have an Oakland Hills page underneath every one of these buttons. So go over on the left column and you see the FSBO. It's the 4th button. Click that.
Okay.
And on the left is a blue link. It says see landing page. Click that.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So you can get this in front of a FSBO. I don't know how you're going to do it. You can put it on a postcard and mail it to a FSBO. You can do a letter. You can email the link to them. But FSBOs like help. You know, if you're saying, hey, I'll do some marketing for you, why would you do that? Because they'll probably give it to you in 2 to 3 months. Right?
Yeah, that's perfect. I have a program where I'm targeting
Perfect. So yeah, now you got a tool to get in front of them. So now let's close that tool, and we should be looking at the FSBO link again. Click on the button that's on the top that says go to landing page dashboard. So I'm on the top right there.
Okay.
Now, I want you to click the top button on the 3rd column. It says Property Valuation Plus. Valuation Plus.
Yeah, got it.
And you see Oakland Hills. Now I'm going to point out that it says Edit Landing Page and See Landing Page. On Edit Landing Page, that's where you change the background picture. But let's click See Landing Page.
Okay, good. I think that's what I was talking about when I asked you that earlier. So we get our own photos to put in there for what areas we want.
Correct. Correct. And definitely do that, because that picture does not look like Oakland Hills, right?
Exactly.
So I'm going to send you a couple of tutorials on how to work with all these tools. But that's basically what we got here, okay?
Okay. Now, will I be able to get a copy of this recording?
Sure, I'll send it. Yeah, I'll send this to you. Yeah, but I'm going to send you 2 recordings. One is the overall on our account, and the other is, well, actually, let's do it an easy way. Go over to Listings to Leads and click on the Home button. On the Home button.
Okay. Okay.
And let me see here. Let me go to. Remember when I told you to click on Join the Mastermind Group? Did you do that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, let me go look at it real quick. So click on that Join the Mastermind Group button one more time.
Okay.
And let me see what I got here.
So sending.
Okay, so I'm actually going to go there and approve you right now.
Okay.
So give me a sec.
What's? Maybe the address carter.jacqueline@gmail.com.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
Okay.
So let's see here. I'm going to approve you. I really want you to come to this page for like 15 minutes a week. Now, on the top of the page you're looking at, you see that banner and there's a couple of pictures. And at the bottom of the banner, it says Listings to Leads Mastermind Group, right?
Yes.
click that link that says Listings to Leads Mastermind Group.
Okay.
And this should take you to the discussion area. And you see the first post is by a woman named Keji Ayamati or something. See that? Yeah?
Got it.
Okay. Underneath the banner, on the right-hand side, underneath the banner, the blue one, there's a box that says search this group. Do you see that?
Yes.
Type in my last name. It's M-E-Z-A. M like mom, egg, zebra, apple, and click the little magnifying glass and click search.
Okay.
There are two videos.
Okay, there it is.
These are what I want you to look at.
Okay.
Now, the second video, we've kind of talked about it, but you've probably forgotten half of what I've already said. So that second video covers everything. The first video talks about how to run an ad on Facebook and how to control, how to upload the photo and all that stuff. So those are the two links I want you to have, okay?
Okay, great.
Those are recent. I put them up on Monday and Tuesday. Come to this page. Our clients are here talking about what's working. Lots of great ideas, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to send you my cheat sheet right now, and it's going to be a little, like a really tight, what do you call it, outline of what you need to do. And there's a couple of tutorials on that too. So you use that, and that's it. Go back to Listings to Leads if you would.
Okay.
And on Listings to Leads, in the navigation bar, it says, there's a tab on the right that says Contact Support. Do you see that?
Yes.
3 people watch that all week long.
Oh, okay.
And put your questions in there, please. All right?
Okay.
Don't use the little chat panel because it seems like I don't know if people are actually answering that or not. But they are watching the email, so put it in there. Okay? Put your questions there. If you call support, my number is there. I'm the only guy that answers the phone around here, and I'm like 20 calls deep right now. So it takes me a day or two to get back, but they're watching support all the time. So that is my recommendation if you need a quick answer, is to go there.
Okay, great.
Okay? And I'm going to send you my cheat sheet of what to do with your new listings. There's a tutorial on Facebook. There's a good overall call there. And you got a bunch of information now. Okay?
Perfect. Okay, great.
All right. Well, Jacqueline, any questions?
No, you're very thorough.
Okay. Well, have a good day, Jacqueline.
For everything. Pardon me?
Have a good day then. I'm going to jump.
Okay, that's it. You too.
All right. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
So much.
Uh-huh.